Take courage. It is I. A story of Jesus walking on water, based on Matthew 14:22 to 33, Mark 6:45 to 52, and John 6:16 to 21. The sun had just set behind the hills, painting the sky in streaks of gold and violet. The crowds along the lake had finally begun to disperse. Full and amazed after witnessing the miracle, 5 loaves, 2 fish, and thousands fed. Jesus stood quietly on the hillside, watching his disciples push the boat out onto the Sea of Galilee. "Go on ahead to the other side," he had said. "I'll meet you later." They had obeyed, though puzzled. He wasn't coming with them. And so they rowed, 12 men in a small wooden boat, leaving their teacher behind on the shore. As the stars began to shimmer above, Jesus withdrew higher into the mountains to pray alone. Silence surrounded him, except for the wind rustling the trees and the soft lapping of water far below. He prayed long into the night, speaking with his Father. But out on the sea, the disciples were struggling. The wind had picked up. The waves were growing larger. The sea, which had been calm, now tossed their little boat like a toy. The men rowed hard, muscles aching, soaked and exhausted. It was now the 4th watch of the night, between 3 and 6 a.m., and they were far from land. Then someone saw it, a figure, a shape, walking on the water. At first, no one could speak. Then, terrified, someone shouted, "It's a ghost!" Voices rose in panic. Fear gripped them like a storm fiercer than the sea. But the figure raised a hand and spoke. "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." The voice. They knew that voice. It was Jesus, walking on the water. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. Then Peter, ever the bold one, called out, "Lord, if it is really you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus smiled and answered, "Come." Without thinking, Peter stepped over the side of the boat. His feet hit the water and held. He took a step, then another. He was walking on the water toward Jesus. But the wind howled. The waves surged. Peter looked down. His courage wavered. Fear returned. And suddenly, he sank. "Lord, save me!" he cried out, arms flailing. Immediately, Jesus reached out and caught him. "You of little faith," Jesus said gently, "why did you doubt?" Together they climbed into the boat, and as soon as Jesus set foot inside, the wind stopped. The sea calmed. Silence returned, still and deep. The disciples stared at him, eyes wide, soaked and breathless. Then slowly, they fell to their knees. "Truly, you are the Son of God." They had seen him feed thousands with a boy's lunch, but now they had seen him command nature itself. Reflection. Jesus doesn't just calm storms. He walks into them. And when we step out in faith, even if we stumble, he is always there to reach out, take our hand, and bring us safely in.